Hi, welcome to our 60 Tools in 60 Minutes.
Today we'll be talking about resources for students and teachers. The first resource is Quizlet, which allows students to make flashcards online, which makes it easier to make flashcards. And it gives students to access definitions created by Quizlet users. Possibilities in the classroom. Teachers could allow students to create flashcards online during class to help memorize vocabulary terms. They could also use a projector to put a set of Quizlet terms on the board and allow students to raise their hands to answer with the definition to the term projected. This can be found at Quizlet.com. The next source is Edpuzzle. It's a resource that allows teachers to create video lessons for their students to strengthen student engagement. Teachers can see whether a student has watched the videos they have posted, and they can ask questions and get student responses throughout the videos. The questions can be multiple choice or short response. The site is easy to use, and users must first find their desired video online, and after choosing a video, they may crop the video to their desired length. The users must create questions to place throughout the video for their students to answer. Teachers can use Edpuzzle to make lessons more engaging for students, especially for those who learn better visually. Teachers could use this resource instead of formal paper assessments in order to test students' knowledge of a topic without the stress of a formal assessment. This can be found at edpuzzle.com. The next one is Remind, which allows teachers to send messages to their students in a quick, effective way without using their own phone number. This website can translate messages into 70 different languages, which helps students that speak a different language. Remind promotes the safe and appropriate communication between teachers and students. This website is easy to use, and messages are sent in the same manner as a regular text message. The user simply types a message and sends it to the desired recipient. Instead of having students spend time writing down assignments in their agenda book, teachers could simply send out messages through Remind to save time and make sure students remember exactly what they're supposed to do. This can be found at remind.com. Goodreads is a website that allows students and teachers to find their desired books and readings easier. This resource also allows users to share books and readings they enjoyed or recommend. This website is easy to use because there's a section that has a list of genres where users can find and organize groups of books that are classified under each genre. The website also includes the place that a book can be bought online. So if people want paper copies, they can purchase it online. Teachers can search books that are related to the topic they're teaching in class to give students background information. They can also find other teachers' recommendations to incorporate books into their own lessons. This tool could be used to help students who learn best by reading a printed book or visual learners to find books that interest them. This can be found at goodreads.com. IXL is a website that contains comprehensive curriculum for math, language arts, science, social studies, and Spanish. The curriculum ranges from grades kindergarten through 12. For example, the kindergarten math section includes different goals than the first grade section. This site is easy to use. Teachers could choose which lesson they would like to share with their students simply by clicking on the subject they're teaching. Under each subject, there are many different lessons geared toward teaching a particular skill. Teachers could assign students a couple of sections to complete after they teach a lesson in order to give students time to practice what they have just learned in a different way than just giving them a practice worksheet. Teachers could also allow students who learn better visually to complete activities on this website instead of having to turn in a paper copy of their work. This can be found at ixl.com. Evernote is a website that allows students and teachers to organize their notes online. The site includes a section where users can share their notes with their classmates and a section where they can type their own notes. The site is easy to use. Users simply type on the new note page. They can also create meeting notes and add notes from Google on the new meeting page. On the search page, users can search their colleagues' or classmates' notes. Teachers could allow students to work on group projects through this website instead of having to meet in person. They could also require students to take notes through this website while they're listening to a lecture. This can be found at evernote.com. Padlet is an app that allows teachers to organize their ideas for the classroom. This resource organizes information into web diagrams that usually include the topic in the middle and facts surrounding the web. This site is easy to use. The user chooses a topic to put in the center, and then they double-click to add as many boxes around the center as possible. Teachers could create Padlets to outline the most important information they discussed in class and share them with their students to have for reference. While lecturing, teachers could have students listen for important facts to put around the topic they're discussing. That way, the information being discussed is condensed into a summary. This is an app, but more information can be found on Padlet.com. iCivics is a website focused on civic learning. The site promotes engaged citizenship, and it also includes games that teach students about their civic rights and how the counties work. The site is very straightforward. There's a section called Play where students can play games, and a teach section which includes lesson plans about civics. When teaching social studies lessons, teachers could allow their students to play games on iCivics to give them background information about civil rights and how the government works. Teachers can use the lesson plans on this website as their lessons in the classroom. This can be found at icivics.org. The next website is Maker's Empire. This is an easy-to-use 3D modeling software. This app has over 130 curriculum-aligned lesson plans. It also allows students to be creative and allows them to make their ideas a reality through 3D objects. 3D software makes lessons more engaging for students. The software is user-friendly. Under the Shaper model, students can build 3D objects and creatures. The Shaper tool has many different shapes and outlines to choose from, which allows students to be creative with their objects. Teachers could incorporate the creation of 3D objects into their lessons. For example, a geometry teacher could have their students print out 3D shapes to have as a reference when learning about volume or area. They could also use the 3D objects when working on projects or even just fun classroom necessities such as 3D bookmarks. And 3D objects would specifically benefit students who prefer to learn tactically and kinesthetically. This is an app, but more information can be found at makersempire.com. The Mood Meter is an app that encourages students to reflect on and manage their emotion. It helps students check in with their feelings, expands their emotional vocabulary, and learn the causes of feelings and learn how to help regulate their own feelings. This app is easy to use and it costs 99 cents. Students simply click a dot on the emotion grid, and the dot they choose has a word that connects to their feelings at the moment. Students can also choose from a list of strategies given that help control their emotions. Teachers could allow students to check their emotions once in the morning, once in the middle of the day, and once in the afternoon. This way, students can express how they're feeling about the lessons, and if they're feeling stressed or angry, they could find ways to cope. If a student is having trouble controlling their emotions toward another student or the teacher, the student could go to the classroom to calm down and use this app to find ways to help themselves. This is an app, but more information can be found at commonsense.org. KidBlog is a site that supports kids' writing skills and digital citizenship. This allows students to create a safe blog where they can post about activities such as school field trips or classroom lessons. It's an easy-to-use site, and the user must purchase an account. The user creates a portfolio which contains all of their blog posts. Each class has a group with all the class members and their blogs, where students can submit their blog posts for their classmates to see. Instead of teaching a plain old lecture, students could research a topic online and post about what they learned. That way, students can learn from each other's blog posts. After completing an activity in class, teachers can require their students to post about it on their blog so teachers can see how they felt about the lesson and if the student has an understanding of the topic. This can be found at kidsblog.org. Vizzle. This is a website that allows teachers to create visual lessons for students with special needs. The site automatically collects data on student progress, which makes life easier for teachers. This site is easy to use because it allows students to practice learned skills or concepts inside or outside of the classroom using a tablet or computer. The teacher can use this website to customize their lessons for students with learning disabilities. They can also allow students to complete lessons on an electronic device that they would like to use. This can be found at monarcht.com. Goose Chase is a site that allows teachers to create engaging scavenger hunts for their students. The scavenger hunts are very good for kinesthetic learners because scavenger hunts require a lot of movement. This is easy to use. The teacher just creates a mission. Students can submit a photo or video to check in at a certain location. Students use their own phone or tablet to participate in the mission. Teachers can see the progress of the students to make sure that they're on track. Instead of having students answer questions on a worksheet, they could instead use this tool to create fun scavenger hunts to answer questions about a topic. Students will have more motivation to answer questions if it is a competition. This can be found at goosechase.com. ByteSlide is a website that allows students to create digital slideshows using text, photos, and video clips. This allows students to creatively design their own slideshows for presentations. Teachers can make a slide book template for students to use, or they can give them instructions and let them design the slide however they want. Students can search for videos to use through Google or YouTube to use on their slideshow. Instead of using the traditional PowerPoint tool, teachers could require their students to use ByteSlides so they can be more creative and safe. Students who learn better visually will excel when using this tool because they can watch videos to add to their slides. This can be found at byteslide.com. Vocabulary is a site that contains educational hip-hop songs and videos for students grade kindergarten through 12. The videos cover vocabulary from subjects such as math and science. The songs are a fun way of teaching students vocabulary. The site is easy to use because there are many videos already created for teachers to use for their lessons. Teachers can simply search for a video and find one relevant to their lesson. When teaching a lesson that includes vocabulary that is difficult to memorize, teachers can find a video that contains the vocabulary they are teaching and share it with their students. Students could sing the song with a partner to the teacher to demonstrate their understanding of the words instead of taking a formal test. This can be found at vocabulary.com.
Our next tool is Prezi Classic. Prezi is an online presentation maker that features a unique 3D zoom animation to move between slides on an infinite canvas. Teachers and students can turn ordinary slide presentations into more stylish and potentially more engaging experiences than those made with other presentation software. The site has attractive and easy-to-use professional-looking presentations with free upgraded accounts for teachers. Teens can collaborate simultaneously on a presentation, making the tool a good choice for group projects. The site offers social networking capabilities, including one-click integration with Facebook and user profile pages with avatars. This can be found at prezi.com. Kahoot can quickly become a go-to for teachers looking for an engaging way to run checks for understanding or exit tickets. Kahoot is a free student response tool for all platforms. It allows teachers to run multiple choice answer questions in real time. Teachers or students can either create their own quizzes or find and use public quizzes. Questions along with answer choices are projected onto the classroom screen while students submit responses using a personal device. Students' devices display color and symbol choices only. The actual answers must be viewed on the classroom screen. Go beyond memorization of facts and allow Kahoot to introduce scenario questions or prompts with multiple decisions, stimulate conversations from the results. Teachers and students can create multiple choice quizzes as well as polls and surveys that populate on the spot data. This can be found at kahoot.com. Cool Math is a website to send kids who think that math is boring. Some of the games are based on ancient strategy games and could be projected on the board to teach strategy or thinking skills to the whole class. Cool Math has a huge collection of lessons, games, tips, flashcards, puzzles, definitions, calculators, math careers, a math survival guide, galleries, and links. After lessons, kids can practice solving problems with monster-themed games or try out a huge list of calculators, from compound interest to prime number tester. Kids could easily get hooked on the games, but they might just as easily go to the lessons for some cool tricks or print out geometric coloring pages. This can be found at coolmathgames.com. DragonBox Numbers introduces kids to basic number concepts through puzzles, challenges, and free play. Kids can experience fun gameplay while internalizing fundamental number concepts. Silly Nooms can get kids interacting with and manipulating numbers in this set of creative games. This can be found at dragonboxnumbers.com. Scratch Junior will work best when kids have lots of guided practice through structured exercises and hands-on support, but with carefully prepared lessons that walk students step by step through the activities. In an hour or two, they should be able to modify stock programs and even start building their own interactive scenes. Possibilities in the classroom include beginning to teach students how to code, and this icon-driven interface is a good fit when the goal is introducing kids to programming concepts without all the complex programming. This can be found at scratchjunior.com. Classcraft is on its way to becoming the top destination for motivating good student behavior in classrooms, receptive to the game-based premise. Classcraft also allows parents to have accounts so that they can keep an eye on their child's performance. Classcraft is a fantasy-themed game-based classroom behavior management tool. Students choose a class, a warrior, healer, or a mage, and form teams, then work together to gain experience points through positive classroom behaviors and academic achievements. Students can also lose hit points for negative behaviors unless another player intercedes and uses the power on their behalf. Once everything is set up, teachers can use the program not only to encourage accountability among students, but also increase collaboration. By putting students into teams that must work together to succeed, Classcraft puts a new, more cooperative spin on traditionally individualized behavior management. This can be found at classcraft.com. Edmodo is a free platform that allows for teacher-monitored classroom communication, but lacks excitement. Students and parents can get quick answers to questions as well as stay current on class assignments and happenings via the student planner and discussion threads. They can post a warm-up question or take a quick poll to get student input on the day's topic or to quickly assess understanding. Teachers can create an account, classes, and their first poll or assignment within minutes and can invite students or parents to join the class via class code, email, or handout. Once students join, they can see content, manage deadlines, receive and submit assignments, and interact with the teacher and other classmates by participating in polls and writing posts that include embedded media, links, and images. This can be found at edmodo.com. Pinterest is an effective way to search for new ideas and save them for later use, but keep an eye on the source. And on your watch, Pinterest is a visual discovery tool that lets users search for, upload, and collect images for later review, reflection, and inspiration. Users can collect individual images through pins and collect in collections called boards, and then share their boards publicly or save them for private use. As a teacher, you could create your own boards for different units, themes, professional development topics, and activities to further enhance and grow your classroom practice. You could have kids create boards that illustrate a theme, evoke a feeling, or tell a story. This can be found at pinterest.com. The activities on SID Science Fair can be an excellent supplement to introductory lessons on identifying characteristics, organizing a timeline, or compiling information. In a classroom-wide lesson with small groups or with individual students, teachers can enlist SID to explain math-related science concepts like data and charts. Kids can learn about classifying objects by color, size, and more, identifying patterns, charting data, and sequencing. SID Science Fair is a great way for them to learn vocabulary and play around with the science fair concept before visiting a real one. This can be found at SID Science Fair mobile downloads. Collaborize Classroom aims to increase engagement with online discussions in a social media-like forum. Collaborize Classrooms offers a great foundation on which teachers and students can build meaningful interactions and conversations. Teachers can also opt to start a discussion online and then, based on the results, carry it into a non-digital real-time classroom discussion the next day. The site's multiple response options, as well as teachers' ability to embed videos, attach PDFs, Word documents, and images, should help all the students feel empowered during in-class discussions, no matter their learning style or preference. This can be found at collaborizeclassrooms.com. PebbleGo is a kid-friendly searchable database that covers a variety of topics. Kids can read on their own or choose to have text read to them. Each database also includes some simple games, an article of the day, a search field, and a poll related to article topics. Teachers can use these databases to teach kids about research, reporting, and citing. Kids can write, draw, or talk about what they've learned. They can fill out printable worksheets, define keywords, or share with their peers. This can be found at pebblego.com. Super Y ABC Adventures is a learning website with nice interactive elements that approach letter learning from multiple angles that provide kids with an in-depth letter exploration. Teachers can have kids use this app for a general letter exploration, but cannot pick specific letters. The progress tracker is a nice way to see how many times kids have identified each uppercase and lowercase letter by name and sound. This can be found, it's an app, but more information can be found at that link. In MobyMax, teachers can use this website and find standards-based lessons to promote independent, self-driven learning and monitor student growth. In the classroom, teachers can customize lessons for each student, making MobyMax a great fit for matching learning to individual students' needs. It's great that teachers, parents, and students all have access to tracking a student's progress. This can be found at mobymax.com. iTutor 6th grade language arts is a resource for middle school language arts classrooms. The app provides quality lessons and challenging quizzes to help kids learn core concepts. These lessons address critical skills for accomplished readers and writers, and it's convenient to find an app that's age-appropriate for younger learners without being condescending. This app would work well both as a tool for solo studying or for collaborative group work. Kids can navigate to individual lessons and quizzes from the app's main page, or they can work through each lesson prior to taking a quiz on that subject. This is an app, but more information can be found in that link. Apollo is a website that provides a fantastic presentation option for teachers with blended classrooms, despite some usability issues. If teachers have access to devices, this is a great and innovative way to make use of them. Teachers can create slide decks in a relatively simple interface, then present to a group of students across many network devices, including tablets and smartphones. Another feature allows teachers to hand screen control over to students during a presentation or lesson. Students can then share drawings, ideas, or annotations from their own device. Apollo offers features like polling and multiple choice questions. Real-time analytics show everyone anonymous results. This can be found at apollo.com.
Walden, a game, is a tool that can help students with writing and reflection. This game gives topics that students can read, reflect on, and write about. As students play this game, their journeys and observations are captured in their own journals. This can help students further their writing skills and reflection skills. In the classroom, the teacher, if the teacher wants to debate or discuss a topic, they give multiple topics to do that. And this can also be a writing station so that the students can improve upon their writing skills. GroupMaker is a tool that teachers can use to make groups for students in the classroom. There can be multiple small groups or one big group, it doesn't matter. It is also very easy for teachers to change the groups up. This can be used as multiple subjects or classes, so she can keep everything organized. Also, you can add the students' profile pictures, so there's definitely no confusion to the students. In the classroom, teachers can use this for attendance purposes, and they can have groups for projects or activities. Also, it has timers so the teacher can time each group differently. This can be found at groupmaker.org. Notability is a tool that helps students take notes in easier settings. Students can type, write, draw, highlight, record audio, cut, paste, and also insert content from websites or take a picture of the textbook and upload it to their notes. The student can go to any point in their notes and have them read to them as they were written. In the classroom, they can use this by taking notes during class time and helping them study for tests or quizzes. This can be found at notability.com. Sphero EDU is a robot that helps students with programming. This helps students understand that their robot code changes into an actual code to see their robot actually moving from their work. Students learn that engineering is being creative. They can also build environments for their robot to navigate in so they can see their skills go to work. Teachers can sign up with instructor accounts and give students assignments. In the classroom, this can work with STEM students trying to advance their learning. This can be found at sphero-edu.com. Facing History and Ourselves is a website that gives teachers lesson plans that align with Common Core, resource collections, units, videos, and podcasts. Also, this provides workshops for teachers and professional development. Lessons tend to be very long, so if you need a lengthy lesson plan, then you got one. They have, not only can this be used for a whole class lesson, but it can also be taught individually. In the classroom, students and the teacher can use this to review for tests. Teachers can use this to help with their lesson plans for the class. This can be found at facinghistory.com. ChalkUp is a tool used for discussion and collaboration. This is used for course-specific tasks, polls, assessments, and discussions. There are also parent accounts so they can keep up with what their children are doing in school and how well they are doing it. Students and teachers can upload links, videos, presentations, or files. Teachers can assign work on this website and students can submit their work. And if it's on paper too. There is a camera option and they can upload their work through a picture. In the classroom, this can be used to go over and discuss weekly topics or keep up to date on current events. Teachers can give assignments or projects that students can work on through this. This can be at chalkup.com. ClassFlow is a tool that teachers can create and deliver rich content lesson plans while using a mixture of whiteboard and mobile quizzes, polling, and response. This can be used in many different class settings, like one-to-one, flipped class, blended, or a whole class instruction. There are also learning activities. This includes flashcards, sequencing, matching, word searches, and crossword puzzles. There are also a variety of assessment options. There's a multiple choice, true, false, short text, and creative response. Also, there are lesson plans that are already created that teachers can work off of or use as themselves. Teachers can give tests from the website and have instant results back, and there can be group work done in the classroom. This can be at classflow.com. TED is videos that is TED Talks. It's short videos that discuss certain contents like technology and entertainment, design, social issues, and other disciplines. There are quick videos so that they do not take a lot of time during the lesson. In the classroom, teachers can introduce a lesson or a new tool by showing the TED Talk video that will not use up a lot of time. This can be found at TED.com. Mural is a website where students can save images to a board. This is like a bookmarker. Students can invite other students to edit and help out. Also, students can start discussions just by typing in someone's username. Students can build off of other students. Teachers can monitor these collaborations. In the classrooms, group projects can be used with this. This can be found at mural.com. GoNoodle is a site that gives games, music, dancing, and activities so students can gain a sudden burst of energy in the classroom instead of just sitting and working for hours at a time. This is used in 10 to 15-minute bursts. It's known as a brain break. This is a fun, interactive way to get students motivated. In the classroom, this can be used as incentives, used after the students take a long test as well. This is at gonoodle.com. Khan Academy can be used to review, learn, and practice math problems in a common core way. There are videos explaining math problems. There is a teacher section, too, where they can set up a classroom that targets each student's ability. Teachers can also track students' progress and see where they are excelling, but also see where they may be struggling. In the classrooms, teachers can introduce a lesson with a video explaining the math the students are about to learn. Students can practice for tests and review, and teachers can track what the students have done and how well. This can be found at khanacademy.com. PBS Kids Lab is a tool that can be used to teachers for lesson plans, class activities, prepackaged collections of games and activities for specific learning goals, and daily learning activities. Also, students can play educational games that help them work on skills. Along with online activities, these games will send you paper activities to help go along with online. In the classroom, students can do the classwork this site sends. Students can also play games when they're done with their work and practice on their math skills. This can be at pbskidslab.org. Curious About Shapes and Colors is a tool that students have to match shapes, colors, complete patterns, and sort items. This challenges children to really learn their colors and shapes so they can rebuild the toy. In the classroom, teachers can do lesson plans on teaching students about colors and shapes. Students can do this as extra activity when they get done their classwork. This can be found at curiousaboutshapesandcolors.com. ABC Mouse is an app where students can review activities that teachers can use in the classroom when wanting to review with their students for a test or maybe what they have learned in a day or week. For students who are not on the same level as the whole class, teachers can assign them extra readings to catch up and get more practice. Teachers can keep track of what activities their students are doing and how well they are doing them. The work progressively gets more challenging as they go on and complete the levels. In the classroom, teachers can receive handouts from this program and use them in the classroom. Teachers can do class review with this site as well. This is an app, but you can find out more at abcmouse.com. Dreambox is a tool that helps practicing for math, and students can go at their own pace. Students cannot move forward unless they complete that certain area. Teachers and parents can have access to their children's progress on a website. Teachers can also create long-term assignments for students. This website helps students who may have fallen behind and they can get extra practice. In the classroom, teachers can do math lessons with the students, and students can use this when they are done with their classwork for extra practice. This can be found at dreambox.com.
The Learning Network. The Learning Network is an excellent resource for middle school and high school students to teach them how to stay up to date with today's news, develop skills involving communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. Possibilities in the classroom. The teacher can easily assign an article assignment for homework and allow the students to choose an article based on the specific topic. This will allow the students to have freedom and express interest while still guiding them. This website provides many relevant articles and subject topics. such as language arts, social studies, writing, and allows the students to learn how to evaluate websites. This can be found at NewYorkTimes.com. The classroom is another great tool for teachers. This resource is built for students from kindergarten through college to help students stay on track with their schoolwork. This app provides a clear outline of what your teacher expects of you, as well as an easy tool that allows students to submit work online with ease. This app allows students to keep up with their progress and grades throughout the school year. Possibilities in the classroom. All the notes taken throughout the day will be posted on Classroom. So if a student should have any questions with homework or had a difficult time understanding a concept, then the student can return home and review it on their own with their own pace. The teacher can also use Classroom to put up example movie clips or games regarding the class lesson that day. This resource can be found at classroom.com. Blooms is a great website used for all parent contact. Anything a teacher needs to notify a parent about will be located on one app. This app can send reminders to parents about student assignments, field trips, tests, and volunteer work. The teachers can easily update and schedule events while immediately notifying the parents. This allows parents to keep track of the students' progress throughout the school year and highlight the areas that the parents need to spend extra time reviewing at home. This is an app. My Very Hungry Caterpillar. My Very Hungry Caterpillar resource tool is used to demonstrate creativity and advanced art to students from kindergarten to second grade. This tool can allow kids to develop deeper skills involving identifying objects, animals, and colors. Possibilities in the classroom. Using this tool, you can play online games that require students to identify color, shape, or the animal. This tool can be used as an in-case activity for the whole class to do as one together, or as individual or group work as an interactive activity. This is an app. Go Animate for schools. Go Animate provides a safe environment for students between 4th and 12th grade to explore and create fun and interactive animated activities. This tool improves on creativity and collaboration skills. Possibilities within the classroom. A teacher can present her classroom objective through an animation to grab the student's attention. This could also be used for students who would like to add a little spunk to their presentation and show their creativity. This can be found at goanimateforschools.com. Made with Code. Made with Code is a useful tool for presenting projects. Creating an exciting introduction to the class period, as well as exploring your creative and critical thinking skills. Possibilities in the classroom. The teacher can use this tool to engage the students in a fun and exciting manner, while also educating them on the required material. Made with Code may also be a way to allow students to express their own creativity while presenting a project, and maybe that'll make it easier for them to open up in front of the class. You can go to this website at madewithcode.com. EdSite. This tool allows teachers to explore student-based websites. On this site, you can discover information easily based on any appropriate topic chosen by your teacher. This tool allows for an easy display of options and activities, such as games, readings, and visual activities. Possibilities in the classroom. Using this tool, a teacher can easily display an appropriate class example, activity, or visual. the teacher can also assign a student time to play with this website and explore, and while using their creative side and knowing that all the information is appropriate. This can be found at edsite.com. Fetch Lunch Rush. Fetch Lunch Rush is a fun tool used to engage younger learners into developing a connection to math while advancing their quick thinking and problem-solving skills. Possibilities in the classroom. The teacher can take her students to the computer lab and allow them to explore the website and play any math game within their age group. This tool can also be used as a fun homework assignment that will allow the kids to practice their math skills while still enjoying the games. With this tool, the teacher could also display a game from the website on the overhead for the entire class to play as one, so this can be an extra activity to do if needed. This is an app. Powtoon. This tool provides a unique way for teachers to present and interact with their classmates. This will grab the students' attention and allow them to focus more intently. Possibilities in the classroom. This tool can be used to allow your students to work in groups and present their projects to the class in a unique and creative manner. You may also use this tool when presenting a lesson plan to the class. This will allow you to easily provide visuals, interactive audio, and links to the games to keep your students interested. You may find this at powtoon.com. Time Timer. Time Timer is a useful tool for the younger students, especially who are learning how to read clocks and develop a sense of time. This gaming program makes learning about time easy and fun. Possibilities in the classroom. The teacher can pull the website time timer up on the board and create examples for the students and ask them to tell the teacher what time the screen displays. A teacher could also use this tool as an in-class computer lab assignment or for a fun homework/practice activity for the student to do at home to improve on their clock skills. This is an app. Recap Video Response and Reflection for Education. This tool allows students to interact with one another outside the classroom and help each other solve assignment problems. This tool provides an easy way for teachers and students to manage assignments and elaborate on work that students are having difficulties with. Possibilities in the classroom. This tool will allow the teacher to show students an easy reflection assignment that can demonstrate the relatable topic and subject they were currently learning. The teacher can also use this tool as a way to develop elaborate notes while the students will have the notes on their computer access at home for help with homework. This is an app. BrainPop. BrainPop is a tool used to engage your younger students into learning about a variety of topics. This is a fun and interactive way. Students tend to enjoy this tool and comprehend the information faster than they would if they were just given a worksheet. Possibilities in the classroom. The teacher can use this tool by displaying a video to get their students engaged and ready to complete and comprehend a worksheet. This tool is also a great homework/practice assignment that students can play on their own time and retain relatable information regarding the class and practice. This can be found at brainpop.com. Literably. This tool is very useful for all ages, improving reading skills, vocabulary, comprehension, communication, and creativity. Possibilities in the classroom. This is a great tool for teachers to review a student's paper and easily see their grammar and spelling mistakes were made. This tool also allows students to see the mistakes they have made before handing in the assignment. It gives them a visual on how they can improve their writing, spelling, or vocabulary. This can be found at literally.com. Teacher Kit. This tool is used to provide teachers with one app that can efficiently tell the teacher where the students' grades are at, when assignments are due, the teacher classroom schedule, and the lesson plans for this week. This is basically a great app for teachers to use as an organizer. Possibilities in the classroom. A teacher can use this app to provide a well-managed classroom. Teachers can also use this tool as an organizational app and a source to help the teacher see when or if a student falls behind, and they can stop it before it happens. This is an app. Matific. This tool will help a student learn the alphabet, comprehension of words and sounds, vocabulary, and reading skills. This is a fun website to use when looking to engage bored students in a fun learning activity. Possibilities in the classroom. A teacher can use this tool to engage students in a fun group or individual interactive activity. This tool could be used to practice at home to improve their grammar, reading, and writing skills of a developing student. This can be found at matific.com.
Thank you for listening to all of our slides.